Hello everyone, I'm James Poukka and welcome back to my channel, Fargo Moorhead Homes for Sale. Today we're diving into a topic that often comes up in real estate discussions but can be kind of confusing: homeowners associations or HOAs. Whether you're thinking about buying a property in an HOA community or if you're just curious about how they work, I got you covered. Let's get into it. So what exactly is an HOA? A homeowners association is an organization that operates within a subdivision, a planned community, or a condominium building. If you buy a property in an area governed by an HOA, you automatically become a member. The HOA is managed by a board of directors, and the members pay monthly or annual fees to cover the maintenance of common areas and facilities. These fees can typically range from $200 to $400 per month, help fund things like landscaping, snow removal, and sometimes even amenities like swimming pools and parks. In more upscale communities, fees can be much higher too. The funds also contribute to reserve for major repairs or projects. Now let's talk about rules. The HOA operate based on a set of guidelines laid out in a document called the Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions, or as we know them, CC&Rs. These rules can cover everything from what color you can paint your house to what type of fence you can have. Breaking these rules does result in fines, and in severe cases, even legal action. One thing to be aware of is the power that the HOA holds. It's essential to understand that these obligations and restrictions before committing to a property in an HOA. I have personal friends and families that absolutely love being in an HOA. One thing to be aware of is the power that they have. They can impose fines and restrict access to amenities, and they can even put a lien on your property if you don't pay your dues. It's essential to understand these obligations and restrictions before committing to an HOA. HOAs are sometimes confused with community associations or property owner associations. While these terms are often used interchangeably, they can refer to different types of organizations. Community associations is a broader term that includes HOAs, as well as condo communities and co-op boards. Let's weigh the pros and cons of the HOA. On the positive side, they help maintain property values and provide community services like landscaping and trash collection. On the flip side, the fees and the restrictive rules can be a bit much for some people. It's all about finding the right balance of what's important to you. Here's a real world example. Some HOAs have restrictions on installing solar panels due to concern about aesthetics. If this is something you're passionate about, make sure you check the HOA rules before you buy. Before we wrap up, let's talk about different types of neighborhood organizations. There are several kinds of them that meet a definition of a neighborhood group, each with its own focus and level of organization. First up, you have neighborhood associations. These are groups of residents, business representatives, and other stakeholders who work together to improve their neighborhood. They often meet monthly to discuss plans, plan events, and address neighborhood concerns. Then there are special neighborhood interest groups. These are organized, focused on specific issues or causes like a park or a local school. They come together to address concerns about these particular topics within a defined geographical area. Homeowners Associations, or HOAs, usually represent a group of homeowners in a particular development. They have formally elected boards and are governed by a set of rules or covenants that members agree to when they purchase their home. These rules often cover construction, membership requirement, and other community issues. Lastly, block clubs are another type of neighborhood group. These are typically organized at the block level, and they're a great way to get to know your immediate neighbors. Sometimes block clubs join together to form a larger neighborhood association. To sum it up, an HOA can be a valuable service and maintain community standards, but it also comes with certain responsibilities and restrictions. Understanding how an HOA operates, as well as the different types of neighborhood organizations, can help you make informed decisions about where you want to live. Remember, it's not about living in fear, it's about being prepared. Whether you're a seasoned North Dakotan or a Minnesotan, or you're considering a move to our prairie paradise or lakes country region, keep these tips in mind. Always stay vigilant and stay safe out there. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday for fresh, insightful content on FM Real Estate, packed with tips, tricks, and all you might need to know. Let me sprinkle my Midwest charm to brighten your midweek. Hit subscribe and activate notifications so you never miss an upload. I'll see you promptly at 5 p.m. Again, I'm James Poukka, your guide through the world of real estate at Archer Real Estate Services. Stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, thanks for joining me on this adventure.